off a little bit shaky which is natural, but you can see what we can be with him on the floor. We can see that he can be a primary scorer. He can make plays for others. He can really get after it on the defensive end. So, we're excited about him and the prospects of what he can do and what he can be.
What was the difference for you after the first quarter?
We tried harder. We were not. I wouldn't say we weren't ready to play, but we didn't bring the correct energy at the beginning of the game. It was silent in the building. It was dead, and we didn't bring the correct energy that it takes to compete in an NBA game in that first quarter.
Jonathan Fagan.
Stephen, what made it such a struggle throughout the game to close out on threes?
Some of it was the pick and roll coverage. Some of it was overhelps, helping from the wrong spots, stuff like that. Some of it was guys unfamiliar with, each other defensively, but to give up 23s to the Bulls is not good. And our commitment to the defensive end, that's going to really tell the tale of our story. That's going to tell us how we're going to be this year, how good we're going to be, and our level of commitment to being good. And it's going to be on the defensive end, not the offensive end.
Thank you.
Ali Khan Bajani.
Stephen, you had a lot of turnovers, especially in that first half. Was that just due to, like you said, the unfamiliarity, or was that just simply pure lack of energy that you discussed?
Probably a little bit of both. There was some lack of familiarity mixed in there, but I just was not satisfied with our approach to the beginning of the game.
Adam Spolin.
Stephen, you really only had one practice and one shoot around with Victor. Could you feel him getting a little bit more comfortable with his surroundings and with his teammates getting more comfortable with him as the game progressed?
For sure. I mean, we had a practice, like you said, but it was a limited practice because we had all those guys who played 40 minutes the night before. So we are still very much a work in progress. And, we were just trying to get organized, and we did it to some extent, but to be good, especially on the defensive end, you have to work on it and practice it and rep it and rep it and rep it. And, hopefully now that we're becoming whole as a team, we'll be able to do that.
Christos Saltis.
Hello, Coach. I would like to ask you, how different is the dynamic on offense with both Eric Gordon and Victor Oladipo on the court? And also, you scored after the first quarter, you scored 36 points in the second quarter, 34 points in the third quarter, and 34 points in the fourth quarter. How important is it to build your game after that, those three quarters?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's obviously good that we did that in the second, third, and fourth quarters. But me as a coach, I'm really focused on the first quarter and why we didn't do that in the first quarter. And, the offense is what it is. I mean, we're going to be a good offensive team. We have good offensive players. We play with space. We make sense with what we do. It's the defensive end that I'm really, really disappointed with tonight. But this is something that's going to be a focus of ours. Like I said, we're going to really be judged this season by what we do defensively, not necessarily offensively. And with the talent of Eric and Vic out there together, and then you add John Wall and Christian Wood and all of the gifts that he has offensively, I won't say that I'm not worried about the offense, but I'm not nearly as worried as the defense has to be better. It just does.
Jonathan Fagan.
You mentioned getting close to being whole. Do you have a feel for whether John is back on Wednesday?
I wish I did. I don't have a feel for whether he'll be back for Wednesday or not.
All right. Thank you.